Hello guys, how are we doing? There are a lot of new faces around here. Thank you for the support. But for those of you who don't know, in the previous cards, I've always hit the max rank. Last year it was Iridescent. The year before it was Challenger. The year before that was Master in Cold War. So today I found myself in a Platinum lobby. Obviously, you've got to grind the ranks in this rank play from Bronze all the way to the top 250. And this is a gameplay taken in those Plat lobbies where I was not going to lie, guys. I was frying. I was playing quite well. I go 33 and 14, but it was still a close win. So the game's worth watching. Now, this isn't just going to be a straight gameplay. All you're going to see is me and the live comms. That's not how I do things around here. For those of you who are relatively new to the channel, I'm going to be talking through what's going on in my mind as I'm playing certain ways, holding certain angles, and pushing around a certain way of the map. So hopefully you guys can maybe duplicate what I'm doing in your game to maybe increase your chances of winning. And I don't mean this is a perfect gameplay, because it's not. But it's a mixture of entertaining. You can learn from it, as well as you can learn from the good things, as well as the mistakes I make in this gameplay as well. So sit tight, chill out, grab a drink, and let's get into it. So we're kicking it off on P2 Skidrow. Now Skidrow is the map the hardpoint map where we haven't had any hardpoint changes yet. I don't know if there will be. Hopefully not, because I would have to do another spawn guide. And this hill's quite mixy. So P2, realistically, you need someone to either be aware of tunnel / block tunnel, watch the ticket side of the map, and then garage. That's pretty much it. And then the person on time can either chow with people or stay down. So that's what we were doing there. I was just trying to play Creddy in that garage side of the map just to cut off one line out of the 3 line sites that they could be pushing from. Now moving into P3 here, I think I'm quite early. Now I wouldn't normally push this quite as drastically as I am from the front, but I had a teammate literally spawn with me there, so I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. And try and push around. I'll get my body shot. This guy's crazy. But yeah, we managed to get one. I pre-fire the next guy because that's just where they would be coming from. Realistically, they'll be spawning tunnel at the end of old P2, so they'd be rotating through that way. Now I've just spawned garage, which basically tells me that they're spawning ticket side, laundry side, which is where we're sort of heading now. Which is, unfortunately, coming across 2 people, you can't win all your gunfights. Unfortunately, that's definitely one I lost. Can't kill 2 people, but yeah. So we've got good spawns. So the first thing I would say on this map is you want to sort of guarantee these good spawns, unless the hill's completely free, which I thought it was at the beginning of this hard point. Nice. Guarantee these spawns, and then at the back playground area here, and then push the hill from there, because these back spawns guarantee you decent time in the next hill as well as the current hill. So it's getting to the end of the time cycle of this hill. I know they're going to, any kills we had from my teammates killing people, they were going to spawn ticket. So in my head, they might be pinching through tunnel, which is why I'm sort of getting the cut as early as possible. Now I have a sub in my hand, so I don't really want to be holding really long angles. So I'm trying to play for those slighter angles just to, make sure I'm trying to win those gunfights. Unfortunately, I do lose a second one there, but it's fine. I put damage out, and it was maybe enough to get a trade from a teammate here. So I spawned in top, and again, like you say, I'm trying to cut the angles that I know I'm going to win with a sub. I noticed a guy chasing me top spiral steps, so I try and play Creddy. It's not a gunfight I'm going to win, so I'm running away from it. Me and the teammate then are here. He's chows a bait. We're baiting out. I managed to get the teammates trade just like that. And then I'm trying to play for this one guy, but I think we just get bombarded from the front. Unfortunately, my teammates don't get their one that they needed to. One guy traded, so hey, here's what it is. Now, if you didn't notice, P5, I'm rotating to fairly early. Now, you guys are probably saying, why are you rotating so early? Now, and I pulled out an AR as well for this hill, because it's obviously unreal on this hill. You do not want to... I see this happen so frequently. If you spawn in and you look at the clock and it's 30 seconds, that's not what you should use to determine whether or not you should chal old or not. It's part of it, obviously, but it's by the time you get to the old hill, how long's realistically left? Right there, I spawned in with maybe 25 seconds, maybe 30, I can't recall now. By the time I got to the old hill to help regain some scrap time or something like that, it'd have been 15 seconds, so it's not worth it. I'd much rather get a decent setup at new, get these squad spawns back here, and help the teammates just by being on the hill initially. So nearly get zapped. So all I'm doing right now is trying to play my life. I'm looking at the minimap, constantly trying to establish where my teammates are holding or spawning. So my teammate has literally just spawned tunnel. My teammate then has also died ticket side, which just basically tells me we're getting flooded tickets. So I'm trying to play this little bit of an off angle here, just trying to establish some sort of hill time, make them over chow. I managed to get 1 week. Unfortunately, don't get the other guy weak at all. But I put enough damage out, hopefully, for my teammates to get a trade here. There it is. There's the assist. So that's all it is. Realistically, I could be playing for way more kills in this game. But you know what? It's all about the win. And considering it was a close win, I'm glad I didn't just play about the kills because we would have potentially lost. So it moves back to P1 here, and I love my sub on P1. You can really go mixy around here. I'm checking my corners just because you never know. And I'm trying to just play that really bizarre role. They don't really know where I'm coming from, which is why I just ran across there. I baited him out. I knew he was expecting me to be challenged there, so then I just chowed him. I just get one more, and then I'm waiting for a guy to trade me, and he just comes a little bit too late. Perhaps I should have been a little bit more patient there, but hey, that's something, as I say, you guys can take from my gameplay. So I'm spawning here. I'm spawning in P3, which basically tells me that the enemy team, when they die, they're going to be spawning tunnels. So I'm communicating that to my teammate, who's already P2. Shout out to him, by the way, because that's vital in our victory here. And again, I'm trying to play the cut. So I'm like, right, my teammates just spawn tickets. He can get tickets. My teammate's on old. He can get old. And they're all going to be spawning tunnel here. So I'm just trying to get the cut and play the angles in which I'm going to win the gunfights. Now, obviously, they're never going to expect someone literally here on a heady with the sub. So I'm playing that unexpected again role here, just trying to be realistically between their spawn and where they're going to try and get to. So they're spawning tunnel. I'm P2's the objective. I'm between that and that. So that's the short way here. That I did notice a guy tunnel. Don't worry, I'm not blind. But my teammates have just spawned there, so I've decided to leave him. But unfortunately, I just get caught out there. So there's 34 seconds left, and now I'm trying to fight for this left-hand side of the map. So 3 guys are coming off spawn by looking at that kill feed. The chances are they're going to be pretty much at tickets or P3. So I'm trying to play for those initial cuts that spawn, whilst guaranteeing this extra 20-second hill time. In a game this close, I sort of want to try and guarantee this 60-second hill here. Now, as you can see, I'm sort of trying to rotate through playground again, which is, as I said before, what you want to be doing realistically, all the way to new, hopefully getting some spawners. But I don't find anyone, so this says to me that they've either spawned a little bit further out than I expected, in which case I think was what happened. They spawned tunnel, so they weren't quite at the new hill yet. I'm right here, I'm just trying to bait for my teammate, who hopefully gets a second guy. No, he gets traded out, it is what it is. But yeah, I was trying to play for that back laundry spawn, and you're going to see me again try and maybe go for it here. I don't want to just hit the hill head on, because that's literally what they're expecting. There's a cheeky little jump spot there. Catch that nade. There we are. And then, again, I'm just running out their side, trying to get these laundry spawns every single time I can, pinching from the back with my team, pushing from the front, in hope that we can break this hill and then obtain new spawners. But hey, don't know where he came from. He was invisible cloak, I think he was wearing. Just spawn at old. This is like the worst possible situation for P3, because you've got to rotate across the whole map to get to P4. I didn't see that guy's name. So moving into P4, I'm just trying to play that creddy role top mid. They're going to be coming from old, so I don't know. I'm trying to catch any stray enemies coming through the top mid from old, and then again I'm just picking up the tunnel. So from this hill, we've got a player in the back. Players still spawning out, so I'm very conscious of the fact that they're going to be pushing the hill. But I think that tells me that nothing's tunnel, so I put a that's why I chowed it, but unfortunately I read it wrong, and they did chow tunnel in the end. So this is a nice little setup we've got here. The guy's behind the door. As long as he doesn't die, we're chilling. One more tunnel deep. And yeah, we're spawning out. We get four of them down, and they're going to be spawning either back tunnel or top mid. Now that guy happened to spawn top mid, and he shredded me. So it is what it is. But hey, we're not all perfect. We're not perfect. They're moving on to P5 again. You're going to see me pull the AR out. This is a lot of thing I need to see a lot more subs doing on this game, because there's a lot of people with subs who are like, no, playing as a sub. That's all. The AR is so much better on so many hills, and this is just one of them, especially if you're here first. Now, if you're a sub player and you're here last, like you decide to come last, then yeah, you know what, fair enough. You can play that roaming slayer sub between the hill and their spawn, which is what I was doing earlier on. But when you're at the hill first, you really need to lock those spawns down, get into a creddy angle, and just beam them from long range. Don't even let them get near the hill. So this is a nice little heady I'm having here. Teammate died on the hill, so I'm managing to hop on this, but I can still guarantee that they're coming from the top plat, which is why, you know, I'm just sort of trying to apply some sort of pressure. I've got a teammate sort of watching the close angle with me there. Teammate's calling streaks. I've got a teammate watching my garage, hopefully. So all I really need to watch here is this front side of the map. So I should get a decent amount of info, and anyone trying to chow me just like this. And again, I'm not getting kills here, but there's enough damage going out that they're worried about pushing even more. Because I've got, don't forget, I've got 3 people looking over me as well. So I'm just trying to regain a little bit of health here. Chill out. But it doesn't matter. Teammate got the kill anyway. So they're still going to be spawning in that same general vicinity. And it looks like off of spawn, they've rotated new. So I noticed a sub on the ground. So I just pick it up because, again, this hill's on the inside. But unfortunately, this guy had a crazy angle. I should have... I sort of read it. If you guys saw, I did sort of try and pre-aim that. But I didn't see him. I'm blind as a bat, apparently. So we move. So again, we're trying to break this next hill. I'm trying to play for info. Get him a little bit weak. Now, I should have perhaps just contested, waited for my team to spawn in, and get closer for a little bit of support. But hey, it is what it is. As I say, this is a learning experience from my mistakes as well as what I am doing right. So a couple of lives thrown away there, which is a slap on the wrist. My KD would have been a little bit nicer if it weren't for this. But again, I shouldn't have swapped to an AR, but I thought I was going to be the early rotator here, so I did. But I'm holding this crazy angling, and I'm holding this. The teammates, all they need to do is, off spawn, is pick up tickets. One guy's already spawned there, so he should be able to shoot people in the back. Because I've got this whole garage sergeant, I can help tickets if I need to, just by flying out this door to my right. So that's going to be the game, as you see, 33 and 14. Apparently 8 seconds on the hill. Now I know that's not right because I was on P5 for a while, but I think the hill time is bugged anyway. So that's going to do it for me. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you learned from the video, if anything. And from my mistakes, what did you learn not to do? That'll do for me, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.
Yeah, it's clean. Not really.